Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's look is this purple sparkly look. I did this on a client and it looks so pretty on her. This look I used mostly all of the Jaclyn Hill palette with Morphe and the 9A palette as well. And then also I just wanted to say too that I don't know what is up with my camera or my lighting, but for some reason like I look more cool toned or I just look like too warm. It just goes in between both of them. It's mainly when my camera dies, so I don't know what's going on with that. So yeah, hope you guys like it. Hey guys, welcome back. So right now we're just using our Shape Tape concealer in the shade light medium, and we're just going to use that as a primer for our eyelids. So we're just going to blend that all over our eyelids. We're just going to blend. Now we're going to use the 9A palette from Morphe, and we're using the shade Myself with an M504 Morphe brush. We're just going to blend it all out on our crease area, kind of like a transition shade. We're just going to keep blending that. This step was a whole lot of blending. I edited a lot of it out, but just so you guys know, it's a lot of blending. So now we're going in with the Jaclyn Hill and Morphe palette. This is one of my favorite palettes. And we're using the shade Creamsicle with a Mikasa E320 brush. It's kind of like a bigger version of the MAC 217 brush. And we're just gonna still focus on our crease area as well. And 5 hours later, we're still blending. So now we're going in with the shade Pooter. Such a funny ass name. And we're gonna be blending that out with the G24 brush. When I saw that, I was like, Pooter? What? But I know Jaclyn like has in her video when she releases saying like the names and what they mean to her. But I just still thought it was funny. And we're still gonna keep focusing that into our crease area. And now we're getting the shade Firework, and we're going to be blending that out with the MAC 217 brush. Now we're keeping that more like towards like the, kind of like the inner part of our crease for a more defined look. My camera could just get it together and keep focus. That would be nice. And of course we're just going to do the same thing to the other side. So now we're getting this shade, this purpley shade in the Morphe 35W palette. And we're using a Morphe R41. I know a lot of people get mad when people say that they're using like so many Morphe brushes, but I honestly love Morphe brushes. I love this brush. You know, I don't see any problems with it. And we're just going to be working this color into our inner and outer corners of our eyes. And a little bit towards the middle too. Again, we're just adding color and adding more color as we go, building it up to a nice deep purple shade. And of course, we're going to do the same thing to the other side.
Here we go.
And then we're gonna go in with the color Buns, and just to make sure everything's blended, we're gonna use our Morphe E28 brush. We're just gonna pack that into the crease area just to blend out that purple shade so it's not so harsh. And we're just going to blend all that out as well with the little brush that comes with the Subculture palette. And now we're going in with the shade Royalty in the Jaclyn Hill palette, along with the e.l.f. flat brush. I don't think it's really called anything, probably like a concealer brush. We're just going to put that on top of the purple shade that we put from that Morphe palette. In the same corners of the eyes. And so now we're going to take the color Roxanne and we're just going to put that in the inner crease with the Morphe R39 brush. Still blending. I'm telling you guys, this look was a whole bunch of blending. I think this look took me forever. But I love the way it came out. Like during the end of this video, it was amazing. Not to toot my own horn, but toot toot. So now we're going in with the shade Hustle, and this is a pretty like taupe, like a taupey champagne color, and we're just gonna put that in the center of our eyelids with the Mikasa E230 brush. And then we're just gonna get that purple shade again and then blend out the edges so it's not so harsh. And also too, with that purple Royalty shade, I did spray it with Fix Plus just to like intensify it, as well as this Hustle color. I love the way that looks. It looks so pretty. And then we're really like honestly just packing this onto the eyelid. And then now we're going in with the color the Supershock Shadow from Colourpop in the color Cricket. And we're going to apply that with that same Mikasa brush. And again, I did wet this with Fix Plus too.
Here we go.
So now we're going in with their Anastasia Sugar Glow Kit in the shade Gumdrop. I love this. And we're just going to put that into our inner tear duct with the Morphe E36 brush. And we're using our Makeup Forever, our mattifying primer. And I'm just going to focus that into the parts that I get oily, which is my forehead, my nose. And then we're getting the smoothing primer from Makeup Forever as well, putting them in the same areas, my T-zone basically. Now we're getting the Kat Von D Lock-It foundation. I actually mixed that with the Estee Lauder Double Wear and I loved it. And so now we're just going to get our Shape Tape. We're going to put our concealer on now and we're just going to blend that out with a Morphe sponge. I don't know if it has a name to it, but it's just a little sponge. I thought I wasn't going to like it because I've tried many dupes for the Beauty Blender, but I love this sponge. It's really nice and it blends everything out. I feel like it doesn't absorb as much product as the Beauty Blender would. And I love how it's like pointed. So now we're just going to use our Rcma powder. Again, another one of my favorites. We're just going to set that concealer. And so now we're getting our Too Faced chocolate. I think this one's in milk chocolate. And we're going to blend that out with our Mikasa. It's like a blush brush. It's the F111 brush. I use this for bronzing and for blush and it's so amazing. I know I say that about everything, but this is amazing. And now we're just gonna get that color Soda Pop and we're gonna blend out our waterline. And I'm just gonna use the Morphe R43 brush. And we're getting that color Splendid from the Morphe 9A palette. And we're going to blend that all out with a little baby Morphe M506 brush. And we're going to go back in with that color Royalty with that same Morphe R43 brush. And we're just going to blend that all out. Now we're going in with a blush from MAC. This one's called Warm Soul. It's one of my favorite blushes. I think I probably use this in like a lot of my videos. And now this little baby is from Makeup Revolution. It's in the color Radiant. This shimmer brick is literally so pigmented and it's like I think it's like $7 or $9. And that concludes our video, guys. I hope you like this look. If you like it, don't forget to like and subscribe.